Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make just a very basic vanilla ice cream at home that is both low carb and keto friendly. All that coming up. Before we begin, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Kathy Dean with Healthy Ambitions, a website and YouTube channel dedicated to the ketogenic diet. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right guys, before we get started making the ice cream, let's talk about the ingredients first. So this ice cream is actually going to happen in two stages. The first stage is going to be on the oven where we are heating up the milk and the cream and the eggs, and then that's going to chill for about 3 hours, and then we're going to come back, and the second half of this recipe is going to add a few more ingredients before we add it to our ice cream maker. So the first part of this recipe, you're going to need a keto-friendly sweetener. I use Swerve granular, but sometimes all I have is powdered sugar, and that works too. I'm going to have almond milk, heavy cream, and 4 egg yolks. Now that's going to leave you with 4 egg whites left over, so stay tuned to the end of the video and I'm going to give you an idea on what to do with those leftover egg yolks. The second half of the recipe is going to add in, once the custard based ice cream is chilled, you're going to add in a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of stevia, and I prefer the vanilla cream just to enhance that vanilla flavor. And these next 2 ingredients are actually optional, but they are going to cut down on the hardness and the iciness of the ice cream. And that is a little bit of xanthan gum and just a couple of tablespoons of vodka. You won't even taste it, and you're going to have trace amounts in each serving. So, but again, this is going to help keep it from getting too terribly hard. And then finally, you need an ice cream maker. There's a lot of ice cream recipes on the internet, and I've tried some of the mason jar recipes or just whipping it up in a blender and letting it freeze. But time and time again, I keep coming back to churned ice cream, and for that, I have this Cuisinart. And the great thing about this is it comes with a freeze bowl. So this bowl I leave sitting in my freezer all the time. It freezes on the inside, and when you're ready for it, you pour in the ice cream mixture, you churn it up for 20 minutes. There's no mess, there's no rock salt, and it's super easy to clean up. So I will make sure and link in the description box below my Amazon affiliate link to this very specific ice cream maker. All right guys, let's get on to making the ice cream. Okay guys, for the first part of this recipe, you're going to need 2.5 cups of heavy cream, 1 cup of almond milk. Now if you're not doing keto, you can use cow milk here too, but if you're doing the ketogenic diet, you definitely want almond milk. And then finally, 1/2 cup of your Swerve granulated sweetener, or like I said, the powder sweetener works as well. You're going to slowly heat this up over medium or medium to low heat, whisking as you go occasionally, making sure all the ingredients are fully incorporated. And you need a food thermometer or a candy thermometer, because you're going to want that in there, and you're going to want that to read 175 degrees before you start tempering the eggs. All right guys, we are sitting just over 175, so I am going to take this mixture off the burner and go over to the counter. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just pour out 1 cup of my ice cream mix into a measuring cup. And now I need to temper that with my egg yolks. So it's important to keep the egg yolks mixing constantly as you're pouring in this hot mixture, because you do not want to cook the eggs into scrambled eggs. You just want to heat the mixture as you're slowly pouring in this hot liquid. So as long as you keep whisking away as you slowly pour in the hot liquid, you shouldn't have any trouble with the eggs cooking and scrambling on you. Now I'm going to take this mixture and pour it back into the pot with the rest of the liquid. And I'm just going to reverse what I just did, and I'm going to be whisking the milk mixture as I pour in the liquid and my now tempered egg yolks. And now what I want to see is I want to bring this liquid back up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to turn the burner back on and stick in my candy thermometer again. And once that hits 180 degrees, then we will be ready for the next phase. All right, now the next thing we need to do is, my ice cream has made it back up to 180 degrees. I forgot to mention at the very beginning of this video, you need to make an ice bath. And so I just have ice water in the bottom bowl with a glass bowl or any other bowl on top of that to really freeze that top bowl. And now I'm going to take this hot mixture, I'm going to pour it in the ice bath, and it just needs to sit there for about 10 minutes. I really just need to get it cooled off quickly and enough so I can stick it into the fridge for 3 hours. All right guys, I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out, I'm going to cover it with saran wrap, stick it in the fridge for 3 hours, and then we will complete the process of turning our ice cream. We will be right back. And we're back. All right, this custard has been in the fridge for 3 hours and it is ready to turn in the ice cream maker. I've got my freezer bowl that has been in the freezer overnight, and actually I keep it in my freezer full time so that I never have to remember to freeze it. Before we start churning, we have just a few extra ingredients to add. So I'm going to take my half teaspoon, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of liquid stevia. I like the vanilla cream flavor the best, but just regular clear stevia will work. A half teaspoon of vanilla extract, or a little more. And then, as my family usually laughs at me, 2 tablespoons of vodka. And I'm going to start by just whisking that up together really good. And then finally, I'm going to add just a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. And when you get it in there, make sure you sprinkle it in before whisking, and make sure you whisk it very nicely because you don't want any little chunks of xanthan gum in your finished product. All right. And finally, I'm going to bring over the Cuisinart ice cream maker. I'm going to start it running as I'm pouring the ice cream into the ice cream maker. All right, in 20 minutes we'll come back and we'll take a look and see how it's doing. Okay, it's just about done, so I wanted to show you what that looks like. All right, I think it's ready to stop it and start scooping it out. All right, this is ready to go. It is ready to scoop out and put in the freezer. So I'm going to take this part off. Take this out right here and get a little small spatula to scoop all the ice cream off the paddles. I got this little sumo container. It's an ice cream container off of Amazon, and I don't remember the link right away, but I'll be sure to look up the link to put in the description box below. The amount of ice cream that this Cuisinart makes is perfect for this size container to keep it in the freezer. It's like they were made for each other. They weren't, 2 different companies, but they're very compatible. As you can see, the ice cream, it is wonderful, it is creamy. Right now, it's about soft serve consistency. We will be eating this probably in about 3 hours, and so I'll just stick it into the back of the freezer. And 3 hours from now, it will have hardened up nicely without getting too terribly hard. And part of the reason for that is because of 2 tablespoons of vodka that I put in there. And then, like I said, this is the base vanilla recipe, but you could use this and you could make keto-friendly cookie dough to put in there. I'm planning on here soon probably doing a few variations of this recipe and different ways to change it up to make different flavors, different ideas of extra treats that you can put in the ice cream. And I'm thinking I may just do an entire ice cream series. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you will know when I upload new videos. And of course, I also upload other recipe videos as well as tips on keto and the occasional exercise video too. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. But before I go, the end of the video, I told you I would tell you what to do with those leftover egg whites. Well, stay tuned because coming up on my next video, I'm going to use those 4 egg whites to make chocolate meringue cookies, and you do not want to miss that. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I will see you on the next video.